What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another nostalgia episode. Today we're going to be revisiting my second challenge ever, the Penguin Brothers. The rules will definitely be explained in the game because this might be even more confusing than the Bomb Cloud. Well, probably not, to be honest. We're going to be starting at Grandmaster MMR. Don't be fooled by this. I'm playing on the same account as Zerg and Protoss Cheat Circuit Master, which means we should probably be around rank 100 Grandmaster. Let's begin. All right, the first game of the day is against Dakila, a 4.7k Protoss player. Now, I think RMR is probably about 5.3, so this is not gonna, boost us that much if we win, but that's all right. Now, the Penguin Brothers, let's see. Should I start by explaining what units I'm allowed to use, or should I start by explaining the deep lore of this build? Because there's definitely a little bit of lore. Now, a lot of you probably already know the lore, but I guess, you don't mind hearing it again. But anyway, I guess the main composition is Vikings and Hellbats, and then when the show progressed, I think we started allowing some other units like a Thor. I think we got the rule that I was allowed to make Marauders without Stim, and everyone in the comments wanted me to use Stim, but I just wanted it to keep, being a slow Marauder. And I guess because we're allowed to make Hellbats, we can also make Hellions. So it's really gonna be like mass Viking, mass Hellbat. With some Hellions, and then eventually we're gonna put some Thors in. The slow Marauders wasn't really the biggest success ever, to be honest, so I guess we're probably not gonna be using those. But anyway, a long time ago, I invented a build against Zerg, which was to basically play a Hellbat timing attack, but with Vikings. So what you would do, normally if you do a Hellbat attack, if you guys don't know, you'll make like 6 Hellions, you keep making Marines from the barracks, you make 1 medevac, you make an armory, so you fly the Marines across, you run the Hellions across, you turn them into Hellbats, and there you have your Hellbat timing attack, right? So I figured out what you could do is you could just build a reactor on the barracks instead of, just making like naked Marines, or Marines from a naked Marines. Marines from a naked barracks, I should say, and a medevac from a naked starport. I would just put the reactor on the starport then and start making reactor Vikings. And this really added a lot of firepower to it, because instead of having, 5 Marines and a medevac, you'll have like 4 Vikings with like 2 more flying in all the time. So it really is a big Hellbat timing. And it was a pretty ridiculous build, but I beat some really good Zergs with it, to be honest. And then eventually, I think it was a Korean player. Was it a Korean? I'm not sure if it was a meme from the Korean scene or the Chinese scene, actually. I'm not 100% sure. I want to say it was the Korean scene, but it's been a while already. And he said that him and his friends called this build the Penguin Brothers. And I was like, but why? And then he said because both units waddle. And it was just so perfect. Like, everyone in my stream at the time loved it that we just never switched. So there you go, guys. The Penguin Brothers deep lore. We just make units that waddle pretty much. And that's also why we added slow Marauders and Thors, because they kind of, they kind of waddle a little bit as well. So I guess we kind of have like the, what is it? The Penguin triplets or something if you add the Thor. And then maybe like the quadruplets or whatever that's called if you add the Marauder as well. Okay, I'm gonna start with a couple of Hellions. I think I'm mostly, well, I should probably scout first. I was gonna, oh, that's an interesting path for the probe, I guess. I thought it would probably come from like here or something, but it just came straight across, so now he's not gonna get any scouting done. Gonna make the reactor over here. If I remember correctly, or maybe I can escape with this with a perfect grenade. Let's see, do I still have it? Do I still have it, guys? Too late, I think. Oh, no, I got it. Let's go. Hey, I can still do it. Feels good, man. All right, that's one of the hardest things to do in StarCraft, by the way, when it comes to, like, small moves. That's actually awesome. The only way to escape an adept if you've been hit 1 time too many. I'm just going to be chasing that adept down. That's probably going to die because he's shading over here. He might try to sacrifice for a worker. I'm going to run the mule away, so at least I don't run the mule. Wait, am I going to be able to kill that, I think? Yes, I'm pretty sure. Did I get it? I'm not even sure, actually. That looked kind of weird. I'm pretty sure I got it, though. Okay, so at some point, I'm going to have to stop making Hellions. Like, I'm really... Well, actually, maybe I can even cancel these two, because otherwise I'm going to be supply blocked on one of my Vikings. I think the most popular strategy was to just fly a lot of stuff in their base all the time. Like, the strategy was not to just chill out and play like a relaxed Helmet Viking. I think we need to fly Vikings into his base over and over and over. At least that's what I remember from the Penguin Brothers. Wait, that was... Oh, for a second I thought it was a pro, but it was the one adept. Maybe I can get this Reaper in his base. That'll be nice. Well, the jungle cliff is there. Let's see. Oh, might be going to be able to kill this probe. He is going for a macro play here. Wait, I wonder if I could just bait it. No, okay. He's smart. You guys saw that, right? He was very tempted to go for it for a second, but he wants to defend the Hellions instead, which makes a lot of sense. There's a battery in the main base. I'm going to start my armory for a potential timing attack. Now, my opponent... Wait, can I do it again? No way, right? No way. Oh, that was close. You guys saw that, right? How close that was. Oh, my goodness. Now, he has a battery in the main, but I can still... Oh, can I follow that one without being seen? I can still fly these in his main because 2 Vikings one-shot pros. Let's see. Did he have that finish? Where did that go? Okay, I guess it didn't. Okay, now I'm going to try attack at the front. He's playing Blink, which is always going to be very scary. But this is going to be a really good distraction. I do think I'm going to go for a cup that's actually misplaced. But yeah, I'm going to rebuild that again. Okay, so the adept is over here now. I'm just going to rally a bunch of stuff over there. I'm going to land these Vikings. Let's see, is he here yet? I think I want to fly away from these. There we go. My 2 Hellions will take care of this. The armory is going to finish. And now I'm going to have a pretty strong attacker go. This is getting a little weird. Let me just repair this Hellion over here. I'm going to get upgrades for the Vikings. He's now seeing my attack for the first time. And he's like, wait, what? I'm going to send a couple to kill these probes. Oh, I want to make sure I keep microing these. He is losing a lot of probes to this, which is nice. Okay, he's moving away the Stalkers because he thinks the Vikings have moved to the front. I mean, the biggest damage I'm doing here is just killing the probes. I think I'm going to make another starport. I did misclick there because there's a freaking Hellion in the mineral line. Maybe I can save this one. Okay, he has to run away all these probes. Look at this. Oh, this is doing a crazy amount of damage. There we go. Now, I am going to fly them away. He's going to blink into the main any second now. He's going to get one of those, but not the other one. And yeah, now, I mean, I'm going to have to play this very, very well because if he attacks me, if he moves across the map right now, we could be in a big amount of trouble. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the Hellions around. And then, I mean, at some point, I'm going to catch up in production. That's the thing, right? Like, not soon. I like how that landed Viking is so much slower. Look, he's actually going to get caught up by the flying Viking. That's kind of sad. He's like, pick me up, master, please. Look at him waddling. Oh, it's going to be the same time. All right, there we go. Let me repair that bad boy. And he is attacking me just as I predicted. So now these Hellions are going to be able to do a lot of damage here. I do need to go into the main base, I think. Let's see. Okay, he's going to try attack. Vikings do a lot of damage against Stalkers, by the way. Like, actually a crazy amount. I think I'm going to morph this one at the Hellbat and move the battery over there. Yeah, my Vikings did pretty well there. The Hellbats are going to make this so much scarier because they're going to die way slower. Look how many probes he's losing to these Hellbats. I'm going to try to land over there. I'm not quite sure if he's going to realize that that's going on. Let's see. Oh, this Viking's going to pop off. Probably target a couple probes. Yeah, like, he has reinforcement Stalkers anyway, so even if I could theoretically beat that Stalker, it might not necessarily be worth it. Let's get you over there. +1 air attack is going to finish. That's going to be really important for the Vikings. Even if they're landed, they do use the air attack to deal damage. Vikings shoot twice, so every upgrade you can get on that is super, super, super good. I'm going to run these Hellions into the third now. It's a little scary because I would like to move out with my Vikings, but if I walk them across, it's too slow. If I fly them across, they can get caught and all die to some Blink Stalkers. That's the thing. Oh, we're going to get a lot of damage here, guys. This is going to be awesome. Check this out. If he runs away, we're going to get a big hit. No, I did misclick that. That is a little bit of a mistake by me. That's unfortunate. Let's see. Is there an observer here? There's an observer. Actually, a little lucky with that scan. That wasn't completely on point, so I mean, I'll take it. I'm going to get +2 attack now. Let's see. He's going to send another observer across, and I can see that he is going to miss these Vikings. I have enough Hellions that I can run by again. Let's see. Wait, there's GG here. When did he spray that? I didn't even see that. All of a sudden, there's just GG here, like it appeared like in a text chat. Very interesting. Now, I could also go into Thors. Thors are going to be really good against, like, the Immortals and stuff. I know that sounds weird, but it's more that it's probably my best suited against Immortals. I wouldn't say it's good, but the Vikings are going to have an absolute nightmare against Immortals, and the Thors are going to be okay. I could also go for Servos. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for Servos now. Let's see. Is he going to be ready for this? That is a Dark Shrine. That's actually kind of a nice scout. Okay, so he sees this. I mean, these Stalkers are going to get obliterated even in the battery overcharge, guys. Like, these do a lot of damage, okay? They do a lot of damage against Stalkers. He's not here yet. I think it'd be really good for me to just attack on the front now at the same time. I'm going to start. I can actually, yeah, I'll kill this with the 2 Hellions. I was going to, oh, might have to, no, okay, I don't have to pick them up. I thought I had to pick them up for a second. Okay, so he was over there. Oh my God, that's a lot of probes. Can I get a really big hit? Oh, that is big. Another one? Oh my God, they're lined up. Wait, shoot your own probes. Do it. No, he's not going to do it. Okay, unfortunate. Now, I have another whole penguin armor over here at his next base, guys. Look at that. I think, yeah, he's going to go to the main base probably. Wait, I think I could kill these disruptors really fast as well. There we go. The disruptors are going to fall, followed by all the pros. The immortals is going to die as well. And we have done it with the Penguin Brothers. Game number 1 in the pocket. If you look at our unit composition, by the way, 71 SCVs, 17 Vikings, and 4 Hellions. I did feel a little rusty here. Like, I really wasn't quite sure. Like, if you look at my gas, I didn't even spend it. I guess Vikings are... Well, they're not gas inexpensive, but I guess they are more mineral heavy than most tech units are. So maybe you don't need the gas that fast unless you're going to go for the Thors. Like here, I could have made Thors, made servos to turn the Hellions into Hellbats faster and land the Vikings faster. Really important upgrade if you play mass Vikings, by the way. And instead of those gases, probably also going to take in a 4th base. But anyway, that's just a warm-up game. Let's keep it going. Right, game number 2 is, against the same guy we've already played twice. A Terran player. Oh, I remember, guys. Penguin Brothers is not great against Terran, and we're playing against a 5-3 Grandmaster Terran at that. It's going to be a very, very difficult one. Now, I did want to say, by the way, in my last Terran video, I talked a little bit about the supposed first RTS that I ever played, Warwind, and I don't know, I felt very warm reading the comments on that video because you guys, really seem to have a lot of love for RTS. And I know that sounds logical because you're here watching me play StarCraft, but to be honest, for the most part, a lot of StarCraft 2 fans are just StarCraft 2 fans because StarCraft 2, I mean, it is probably, the best, if not just most successful RTS, right? And even personally, I want to say like a good 8 years ago or so, I also thought that I probably didn't like RTS that much. I just liked StarCraft 2. Because back then, I think I was playing like a little CSGO outside of StarCraft 2, of course. I think I was playing... Later, I was playing like a little bit of Dota. But to be honest, over the years, I've been trying like more and more like old RTSs and some new ones as well, of course. Stormgate, Immortal Gates of Pyre, a little bit of Zero Space as well. And I realized that I really freaking love RTSs. And sometimes I even go back and play those really old games. And it's just awesome. Like I've probably spent more time playing, a Warwind and RTS from 96 than any other game really outside of StarCraft recently. Well, I've probably played a little more Rocket League than that. I do like Rocket League, but that's just because it scratches my mechanical itch, It's, if you guys have never played Rocket League, it's very, very mechanical. You can turn off your brain and just, play fast with your hands, and it's nice. But anyway, I really loved seeing the comments on the video, seeing you guys are actually excited for me to potentially do something like that. And that you guys still really have a lot of love for those old RTSs you played and stuff. That is truly, truly awesome. I saw a lot of Dune 2 in there, I have to say. I saw a lot of Dune in the comments, Dune 2. I saw a lot of Warcraft as well. All of them, I think. Warcraft 1, 2, and 3. Definitely saw... I saw one that I hadn't heard of before, actually. What was it called? Netstorm? I think a couple of you guys talked about Netstorm. I think that's one I've never heard of before, actually. So maybe I'll check it out. It's fun. So a decent amount of Command and Conquer as well. Now, for me doing a video on it, I think, I definitely want to do it. I actually had some cool ideas, but that's definitely going to be, it's definitely going to take some time. I think if I want to do a video on one of those old games, I at least kind of want to know how to play it, right? Like a little bit. That's the thing with YouTube videos, Like, I feel like if you're truly learning a game for the first time ever, it's pretty cool for a stream, but on YouTube, it doesn't necessarily work as well. Because even if, a lot of you guys would be super excited for that, YouTube videos kind of work with statistics. So if the retention of the video is low, then a lot of you who want to watch it aren't even going to get it recommended. I've always been a little upset about this, actually. Like, I have a lot of loyal fans. You guys have probably had it before, where sometimes my video is like, just a little bit worse than normal in terms of statistics. And then even though you could watch all my videos, you might just randomly not get it recommended or something. So yeah, even if I do that, I do kind of just have to make sure the video is at least decent. So I at least kind of know what I'm doing before putting it on YouTube. But I still like the idea. I'm going to share a really crazy idea that I had with you guys. I do also need to pay a little bit of attention to the game, by the way, because I'm playing against Terran, which means I do have to do damage very fast or I'll lose. For sure. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a timing attack, actually thinking about that. But my craziest idea was, I was thinking about hosting just really big show matches, like $1,000 or something, on those really old games like Warwind 1. right? And then, oh, there's a little cycle. I need to be careful with this. I think we're going to be fine, but I need to be careful. And then invite, like, the best StarCraft 2 players in the world to play them. I think it'd be so freaking funny, to be honest. Like, I really think it would be hilarious to just have, like, Cyril and, you know, Raider and those really sick, like, super high-level StarCraft players play these old RTSs where they can't control their stuff properly. I really think it would be hilarious. So maybe that is an idea I could make work. I did run into some problems already because I tried to get some of my friends to play it, and 2 friends to be precise, and they both uninstalled it very fast because they weren't able to control their units properly like in StarCraft 2. So might have some troubles trying to convince, you know, really high level players to get on and play some war with me, to be honest. But I'm gonna try my best. You can also try some other RTSs that maybe work like a little bit better than Warwid. I mean, I have been playing it. Can confirm it is definitely very hard to control your units. So, you know, there you go. Now, let's see. I think I might have a hard time breaking this guy because so far he's just playing Mass Cyclone. Are helmets really gonna help in this scenario? I'm not sure, actually. I'm very tempted to just sit here and wait until he walks up my ramp with 4 Cyclones. Oh, I just remember the strategy he did against me in my, what is that, my Zerg video, right? Yeah, in my Zerg video, where he went for an all-in on 1 base with a proxy factory. Now, if he walks up this ramp, he's going to lose all of his Cyclones pretty much instantly, so that is the dream. Didn't start my armory yet. There we go. Let's see, I'm going to scan his base. That is, I mean, it could be Banshees, actually. Could also be Ravens. You know, that is a complaint I've been seeing about the new patch, which I can kind of relate to, is that Cyclones now no longer need... Oh, it is a Raven. Okay. Well, thanks for the info, I guess. Cyclones now no longer need a tech lab, and Ravens now also need the research. So it is really hard to scout because everything you scout just kind of looks the same. Like, you can't tell if it's like Banshees anymore. People don't even have to fake it. You can't tell if it's Banshees anymore or something else, right? You can't tell if it's Hellions or Cyclones or Widowmines, or like scouting has actually been feeling a little less meaningful now because of that. Okay, let's see. I can probably one-shot those freaking Cyclones with these Vikings, by the way. Like, these Vikings are actually going to be kind of good against the Cyclones because of the range they have. Here we go. It's going to fall back. I have my armory already, which is nice. Oh, he's not paying attention. He's not paying attention. There's 2 Cyclones down the drain, I think. There we go. Absolutely massive. And because he's spamming Cyclones, he's not going to have tanks, which is the perfect scenario for the Penguin brothers here. You're like, I don't think he can fight these Vikings at all, guys. These Vikings are going to be absolutely killer. Wait, have we just countered his strategy by playing the Penguin brothers? That's hilarious, to be honest. Like, the Penguin brothers is supposed to be a challenge, not an absolutely hard counter. Guys, if anyone out there is struggling with the new Cyclone in TVT, you're welcome, okay? Penguin, this looked insane. There was nothing he could have done. Absolutely nothing. Like, obviously, the start is a little bit tricky. Like, I had to micro against those Cyclones, and that's not that easy. Like, you could mess it up there. But the reactor Vikings with helmets later, like, what was he gonna do? Look, he has nothing left. I have 8 Vikings, 7 helmets, 2 Hellions, 1 Reaper, and he has 2 Cyclones left. I would have just gotten 1 shot. I made sure to hold position these in range of the ramp, so if he walked down, they would have died instantly. But this was freaking brutal, man. I love it so much. It's been happening a couple times in these episodes where I do an absolutely ridiculous build, and my opponent does something like a little bit off standard, and for some reason, my strategy just absolutely blind counters them super hard. Like, I hit the Vikings, he didn't scout the Vikings until I was in front of his base, and that was it, and we're still not done yet. That was only game number 2. Let's go for game number 3. Game number 3 is against a random player. Okay, a little bit of everything this video so far. Wait, the first one, yeah, was a Protoss into a Terran and now a random. Because if the game is short enough, we have time for a game 4, and then if we get a Zerg, then it would truly be perfect. Actually, I do kind of hope he's Zerg, because against Zerg, I had a fantastic time playing Mass Vikings, I remember. I think this is already a while ago, but I'm pretty sure it was the grand finale. Back then, I did grand finale in 2 parts, so there was part 1 and 2. Which one of that it was, I don't know, but in the grand finale somewhere, we played a game against like a 5.5k Grandmaster Zerg. It was a really big map. And I ended up legit having, like, I want to say, like, 55 Vikings with +3 attack. Actually, I think we had 3-3. Not even just attack. I think we had armor as well. And my opponent was going for, like, mass roaches, and we ended up absolutely smashing it with just a million Vikings. It was very, very cool. And I think that is the kind of play you can only really make against Zerg. Like, against Terran, you really have to win pretty fast. Because, I mean, if they get tanks and, like, stimmed by, or, like, well, you know, I know I'm pretty good sometimes, but I think that might be above my pay grade, to be honest. Like, that sounds incredibly difficult. But against Zerg, until you get to the stage where they have Vipers, if you get like enough planetaries up, you know, they don't have like these long-range units that can deal with it super well. Oh, Lurkers are a pretty incredible counter as well, by the way, but those definitely come online a little later than, you know, siege tanks or, let's say, maybe like Immortals, or I guess Immortals and Disruptors are both pretty good counters as well. But against Protoss, if they go for the high-tech units, you do have a little more space to outplay. But anyway, he's not Zerg, so that's unfortunate for us. But we are playing against the Protoss again, which is also very fun. Now this game... Oh, he almost lost that pro, actually. This game I went for a barracks first, so I'm going to have slightly better economy, but I'm not going to have the Reaper for scouting. Wait, this is... Okay, I was going to say, this is a little bit suspicious. It's actually still suspicious, but this is a weird... Wait, is he... He's gonna get stuck. Okay, I was gonna say, I hope he's paying attention there. He might have taken... No, okay, he's gonna go for the normal base. Wait, did I maybe scout a little earlier because I thought he was random? I think that's not unlikely, actually. My first reaction was to think that maybe he would go for the gold base. Obviously, a very legit play on this map. You can mine this out, take the gold. Wait, actually, you can even try to take the gold from here. I'm not sure if that's efficient enough, you know, but you could even try to take the gold from there. That's maybe not even the craziest idea ever. Now, I do need to make sure I'm not anywhere near for the Adept. It's always a little more comfortable if they build the gateway this farther back, though. Like, if I play Protoss, you guys might have seen my big Protoss video, I love to wall off in the natural. And a really big advantage of that is that your Adept arrives freaking fast in your opponent's base. Like, really, really fast. In PvZ, it's a standard, so it's nothing in particular, or nothing special, I should say. But against Terran, it's not that common to wall off on the low ground. So when people do it, you will notice a difference. Like, the Adept is going to arrive super fast. You could probably even deny this command center if you send it fast enough. Like, you really could. That sounds insane, but you really could. Now, let's see. What is going to be the difference this time? I used to have a really cool strategy against Protoss where I would open Marine first. This is definitely something that I would only recommend doing against really good Protoss players that scout. Like, I legit mean like the top of Grandmaster ladder. So I would open with a Marine, right? And then go into Hellions. Typically, Protoss always scouts that you're going Hellions because they will just shade the Adept up the ramp and they see what's going on, you know? Actually, now it's a little different because now they might think it's Cyclone. So right now it's a little different, but back then that's how it used to work. They will just shade on top and see you're making Hellions. So what they would do as a counter is they would make a wall and put one unit in the wall. And it's countered, right? And the reason why it's countered is because you don't have a Reaper grenade. Because you open Marine first. So what I would used to do is I would open Marine first and then make a Reaper after. Oh, he clicked on it. There we go. And then make a Reaper after. So he would not expect the Reaper grenade to come down. There we go. Can I get perfect micro? Oh, almost. They were so close. Oh, can I save these two? Yes. Wow. Okay, there we go, guys. 2 Stalkers for 1 Hellion. Tell me that's not a good trade. Oh, that's an actual banger. And I have Vikings as well. Wait, did he just... He didn't proxy gate, right? He just straight up chrono boosted 2 Stalkers from a gateway in his main base and sent them across. I'm not crazy. That is what he did, right? Yeah, okay. Because it feels so weird to have someone walk 2 Stalkers into my base. That my brain was like, there's a proxy gate. But I'm pretty sure he just, you know, full chrono boosted those 2. It's actually, normally that's a strong counter to what I'm doing, but they were just a little later because of the gate positioning. Chrono boosting Stalkers across against the Adept is very good. Okay, so there's more. Ooh, this is gonna get spicy, I think. I really like this for us, I have to say. I really like this for us. It depends on how all-in he is, though. Like, two Vikings are going to be fine against this. I have 2 Vikings in his natural as well. He's now going to be running from those 2 Vikings, or he's going to fight it before realizing that my Vikings are absolute demons against Stalkers. He does have Blink. Now he sees the 2 Vikings here. He moves away the unit from the wall, and we're barely going to squeeze by. There we go. Not all of them, though. Oh, he did let them in, after all. There we go. Yeah, this is going to do so much damage. Look at this. Those Vikings in his mineral line also destroyed his Stalker right there. Look at that. Now, he's desperately trying to warp in. He does have a battery here. He's going to overcharge it, but that's not going to happen much. As long as I do really good target fire. Let's see. There we go. Going to get one big shot, and that should be it. At least for the damage I can do. Now, he is going for... 4-gate blink, it seems like, right? Yeah, that is 4 gateways, so I do still have to survive. But with that amount of probes, I would guess that he can't really recover anymore. Normally, I would make my base now, but I think instead I'm just going to go for +1 air attack. I do only have 2 Vikings here. I didn't really intentionally rally these across, to be honest, but here they are. So now we need to be a little more careful. As long as I play my cards right, we should be completely fine. Though I'm just going to keep these on the ramp so I can get blinked on like too viciously. Got a couple of Hellions over here. Excuse me. Gonna bring those back into the main. Let's see. Does he have anything in particular? Oh, he does have more probes than I thought, I have to admit. Like, that is more probes. I'm actually gonna morph these into Hellbats. Yeah, I think I have enough Vikings to fight this already. He's doing Blink Micro, but these Vikings are gonna win. These Hellbats are gonna be so good in the mineral line. The Stalkers are not gonna kill those fast as all. Look at those freaking Hellbats go. And he's still trying his best to trade with the Vikings, but with some micro, these Vikings are gonna be able to win. There we go, and we have done it. What is his supply? 0! I thought it was gonna be like 2. Oh my god, he has literally nothing. I think it's been a while since I was able to say that. He has literally nothing. Not a single probe, not a single observer. He has actually been eradicated from the map. It's the thing about StarCraft that's a little weird compared to a lot of other RTSs where people surrender. Or a lot of other games, I should say, in general. Maybe in RTS more common, where people surrender instead of being completely defeated. But this guy had literally nothing. 0 out of 70 supply against 76. The kills on these helmets have 12 kills, which is absolutely insane. The Vikings have 7. And this was a brutal, I wanted to say brutal and beautiful at the same time. A brutal and beautiful Penguin Brothers game. But we still have some time. Let's go for game number 4. Where the final game of the day is against To The Moon, a almost 5-3 Grandmaster Protoss. Now, I forgot to tell you guys, by the way, I wanted to play a warm-up game today. I don't usually play warm-up games, as you guys probably know. And also, I wasn't really sure if the Terran MMR on this account was actually high enough, because I clearly wanted to play at Grandmaster MMR, because this challenge has already been completed before, right? Definitely check out the full series if you haven't. No, just kidding. I mean, if you're having a good time. But no, I wanted to make sure, because it said I needed to do 5 placement matches with Terran. Normally, if you have already played Terran before, you only have to do 1 placement match, right? If you've already placed before. So I was a little skeptical, so I just played a game to make sure I was on high MR. I ended up playing against someone. You know, nice to do a warm-up game for once, I guess. I don't usually, so nice to do a warm-up game. And then the guy literally wrote, uThermal, GG, and then he just left. He's like, nope, I'm out of here. Sorry, my friend. I think he lost like 7 MMR for that, which is, yeah, I mean, probably not that painful, to be honest. But all right, we're going to go back to doing gas first. Is there something... Well, I was thinking maybe there's something cool that I can end the episode with. Like, we're not going to be revisiting these very often. Maybe never again. Actually, I just... what just popped into my head was a pretty cool idea for a future where, let's say, we're playing different RTSs instead of StarCraft 2. Let's say we're 5 years ahead, okay? We're doing something else besides maybe we're playing Stormgate or Zero Space or Mordor or StarCraft 5 or whatever, right? I think it could be pretty fun to just at some point just come back to StarCraft 2 and kind of do these challenges again, like just 1 episode, kind of like I'm doing now, like a little bit of nostalgia. See if we still got it, see, you know, kind of see what's changed and stuff. I think that's actually a pretty awesome idea. But what I was thinking of is maybe we could go for a proxy to end the episode. I feel like that would be pretty cool, to be honest. Like, I could go for a proxy starport. I can't make a reactor on it, though, because I don't have the barracks next to it, unfortunately. Just so you guys, you know, are not confused, you can obviously make a reactor with a starport as well, but if you make it with the starport, you have to wait for the starport to finish and then build the reactor. Reactors take 36 seconds, guys. It's almost like making a new barracks. Like, it's pretty crazy. So usually what you want to do is just make it with the barracks and just fly the starport over on it to, you know, save yourself a little time. But what I was thinking, maybe I could go for like a Hellion drop and then try to get Vikings after. I could also do something absolutely insane, like go for a second starport, so I don't have to make a reactor. That might be a little much, but I guess we'll see. I mean, I'll just see what we can afford. I think it's going to be fun to end this one with a nice cheese anyway, you know? Like, we've been playing some very solid, normal Penguin Brothers, counterattacks, Hellion run-bys, Viking flybys. It would be fun to, you know, end it with the most ridiculous cheese of all. Okay, check this out. So he has 1 adept here. I don't mind losing that Marine. I think... In fact, that Marine could help me kill that Adept. Yeah, I think he's gonna lose that Adept, actually, guys, because of the Marine damage. I think the Marine did... Oh, no! I attacked the rocks! No! Okay, well, to be fair, I wasn't gonna kill it anyway, I think. I think it was gonna be close, but I wasn't gonna kill it. But that's a little bit of a shame. I think we all wanted to see if I could kill that or not. Okay, so I have 2 starports going up. I don't have money for an armory yet, so I'm just going to delay that for now. The Hellion drop is going to hit pretty fast. What sucks for me is that now he's most likely going to be aware that we're going to go for a Hellion drop. If he didn't see the Hellions actually pop out, If I was him, I would probably think it's some weird Cyclone stuff. Because when I play my off races, guys, you guys have been enjoying Cyclones too much, is one thing I say, okay? Every time I play Zerg or Protoss, I'm just playing against Cyclones. And I'm having a good time because they're not that hard to defeat, to be honest. But you guys really, really love them, so there's that. Oh, he's not checking for this, guys. This is a big main base, by the way. You could do some proxy factory stuff later. Let's see. Oh, he walled it off very nicely, I have to say. That is well done. Let's see. How many units can I... Or how many probes can I kill? So far, I got a couple. Oh, he has them lined up for me. No, I did get a little bit of a misclick. That one is going to be a big one. There we go. And I'm going to escape with a bunch as well. Not bad at all, actually. Not bad at all. He had a really good wall off, I have to say. Like, kudos. That's a really good wall off there. But I still got a decent amount of damage done. I'm going to launch a depot, so I don't have to build it. Like, I don't have money to build it, really. How many Vikings do I have? I only have 2 Vikings. It's really not spectacular, you know? It really is not spectacular. Wait, did he activate battery overcharge, actually? I think he might have. Oh, here we go. That is not enough units here, guys. He's gonna lose both of these. This Viking's gonna do a crazy amount of damage, and I'll be able to micro it as well. There we go. Dude, if he's not gonna shoot the Viking directly, it's gonna go insane. Like, the Vikings are actually gonna go crazy here. Let's see. I don't have my armor yet. Dude, the Vikings are doing so much freaking work, though. I'm trying my best to micro them. There we go. Every time he targets them, I'm gonna pick them up and do some more damage. Those stalkers are really struggling. Let's see if I can actually kill them. Oh, this would be so sick. That one. Oh, barely save it. Can I get another one? He's going to target the medevac. I knew it. Okay, there we go. That was a close one, but I figured he was going to target the medevac. I killed all of his units and all of his pros, but only on the natural. So I definitely have some more work to be done, I think. I could make another medevac too. It's just he doesn't have a battery here, which makes it so tempting to just keep hammering this location, you know? Let's see. Maybe I can even... No, okay, that's a few too many stalkers, I think. I mean, I have enough Vikings, to be fair, but it's just... I thought it was more stalkers than I wanted to see. Let's put it that way. Let's see if I can get some nice targets. Does he actually have blink yet, or did he cancel it? I haven't seen him blink, I think, right? Yeah, I need to save 2 Hellbats. That's the thing. If I save 2 Hellbats... Okay, there's the blink. Then he can never pull the probes. Exactly. If he pulls the probes now, let's micro this one back because it's being targeted. There we go. He actually tried to get it. I think I can kill that stalker without losing it. I'm going to drop a mule. I'm dropping it in the south so he doesn't think I'm manner muling him pretty much. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it worked. No, it did work. He's just very mad. That was a really funny timing, though. I mean, I was even being nice, guys. Let's be honest. How nice was that by me to specifically drop the mule in a bad location so he wouldn't think I'm manner muling him, and then he still calls me a moron? That's slightly uncool. Let's put it that way. Slightly uncool. But anyway, guys, this was a fantastic episode. I think we beat a Grandmaster Terran, a Grandmaster Protoss here. And then I think we beat 2 other Protoss players that were barely not Grandmaster, like High Master, close to Gem. But it was a very successful episode. The Penguin Brother Nostalgia has been done. I don't quite know what my 3rd challenge ever was. Maybe it was Ghosts, actually. But I guess we'll see. I'll probably do that one next. As always, let me know if you guys enjoyed this in the comments. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.